Welcome back, guys. I'm Marilyn from Marilyn's Home and Garden, and today we're going to do some seed starting. I'm trying some new trays that I got off Amazon. They come with actual seed pod places where you put your seeds. It's got a single hole in the bottom. I don't know if you can see that. For it to wick up water from the bottom. Has the domes complete with the item that you put on top to open and close the holes. I think that's pretty cool. I've not had seed starting domes that were like that before, so we're going to see how that works. And we have got two of them together here, but we have the bottom tray that holds the seeds, or the starting trays in it, and then your dome fits over top. So I'm gonna pause this video for a minute and get my domes put together, and then we will get started. Okay, so I'm doing these pepper seeds. They're from Johnny's. They are a bell pepper. I'm doing one in red, one in yellow, and one that is orange when it is ripe. We like fajitas, and so those are the color peppers we use in our fajitas. So that's what I'm going to grow. I don't use many green peppers in cooking and stuff, so I'm not growing any of those. Also, this set comes with these nice tags. I used a garden marker to mark my tags, so they hopefully will do well. And Johnny's is really good about giving you all the instructions about starting their seeds. When these actually have their first true leaves, we have to put them into 2-inch pots already. So they recommend that so that you have good, strong seedlings. So you have to moisten seed starting mix. I am using Jiffy. It has not been my favorite. I haven't had a whole lot of good luck with that. It has a lot of peat in it, which I know dries out pretty quick. I think that's my biggest problem with seed starting mixes, is them drying out before I get back. But the last time I used it for cuttings, and I did not have domes to put on the cuttings, so I think that's why it dried out so bad. So we're going to try it again with our seedlings. Last year, the seed trays that I used came with those core pellets that you have to dissolve with hot water, and those really dried out fast. So when I have more of those pellets, but I think I will be adding either some other seed starting mix with it, or even maybe a little bit of potting soil. I know they say you're not supposed to do that, but it would help hold the moisture a little better than what that core does. So, plus I was a little late starting seeds last year, which does not help in the long haul. So this is, oh, that's a little too wet. I'm gonna need to add a little more here. And that's the last of the Jiffy that I have. I have Miracle-Gro potting soil, or seed starting mix. I just bought some new this year. I had some from another year that I liked, but I'm seeing a lot of not so great reviews on this year's, so hopefully I got some good ones. Now I think I got too much in here. Okay, you want it just damp enough that it holds together without wringing any water out of it. So I think we're at that point now. So let's fill our trays. My seed starting room is in my basement. We're in my washroom, so I don't have the biggest of setups because I don't have the room. I wish I had a seed starting room dedicated to seed starting, or a greenhouse, which I do not have either of those yet. I'm hoping I can get a greenhouse that is heated. I would just have a small one, but my husband is not a fan of the idea, so we'll just see. Maybe he'll change his mind in the future. And I'm just pushing this down in so that the cells are packed. Another thing I like about these trays is you're going to be able to see how your root system is doing and be able to tell easier when it's time to repot without having to disturb the roots to pull the cell out. Okay, I think that's good. And I'm gonna fill the other two and I'll be back. Okay, we're back. I have my 3 filled. I'm gonna go ahead and put them in their green holders here, their trays, so that they are ready to plant. And I think part of my problem is maybe I didn't get my seed starting mix packed in well enough when I did those cuttings, because they held a lot more than they look like. It looks like it's full, and when pressed down, it's not. So that could have been part of my problem. All right, these seeds have a germination rate of 89%, which is really, really good. They also, let's see, minimum 25 seeds. I have 12 cells. So I'll probably put 2 in each cell to make sure that I have a good germination rate also. They say to put them like 1/4 of an inch deep. So I'm just going to use this little paddle thing to do that. And these are the orange ones. So these seeds are pretty easy to see. I got a little too close together. I want them farther apart because then when I go to repot them, I can tease them apart and plant 2 different ones in the 2-inch pots. Now it says to cover them with vermiculite or a dome. I'm going to use the dome. Also, with hybrids like this, you can't save the seed year to year. There's no guarantee that you will get the same variety as the parent plant because it's a hybrid of 2 different plants. So I'm not really sure how they get their seeds, if they just cross them once and take the seed from that cross, or what they do. Okay, so I've used 24 seeds. I still have a few left. I'm going to go ahead and put these back in here since it's resealable. Then if these do well next year, I can do few more of them. I just won't grow as many. All right, so that's the orange ones. We're gonna find our orange tag. I already have my tags all full of dirt. So stick that down in there. Then we're gonna take this and just press them down a tiny bit and cover them over. Okay, and we'll put our dome on, and these are ready to go on the heat mats. Oh, that doesn't want to. All right. So the second one only has 10 seeds. So I'm only going to put one in a cell. And we'll have 2 cells left over. Okay, we only have 1 left over, so they gave us an extra seed, which is good. And we'll put these down in. And these are the same directions as the other one, 1/4 inch deep. Repot them when they have their first true leaves. So I'm going to have to get some 2-inch square pots. I don't have any square pots, so that they will fit nicely in my greenhouse trays, the black trays that we use for, oops, that seed came with the dirt. So then they'll grow on there and make some nice, hopefully some nice plants for planting out. And our dome. And these were the yellow ones, I believe. Yeah. 10 seeds in those. And they are a 60-day pepper, so my area, it takes a long time for peppers to germinate. I would never ever dream of starting them outside because I don't think it would work at all because of just the fact that they are such a long germination. And let's see, I have 25 seeds here in the red one, so again we're going to put 2 in each cell of this one, and if I happen to have any left I will keep them for next year. if I have a good number left. If I don't have a good number left, then I'll just put extras in the cells. Yeah, it's stuck down in there, but I think I have plenty here. And any that I can't fit in my garden, because I garden 4x4 raised beds, so I don't have a lot of room for things, so I have to be very selective in what I plant. And I always plant tomatoes, which I have to buy those seeds. I thought I had some left from last year. I can't find them, so I must have used them or threw them out or something. They were older seeds, so whether they would germinate this year was kind of a question, because they were older seeds already last year, and they did germinate. Like I said, I was late getting them potted or started. And here I'm a zone 5 in Iowa, and our last frost date is supposed to be the middle of May. Tomatoes and like these peppers that are where tender plants can't go out till at least the end of May, first part of June, depending on what our weather is finally doing at that time. We do at times get a false spring, and then it gets cold again. Like we had some days here that were in the 40s and 50s, but then it got cold again. So I only have 3 extra seeds here, so I'm just gonna pop them in. I would put them in the others, except that they're a different color, and I will not know what they are when I get them. So when they are first sprouting, and so telling family members that I have this pepper if you want it, it would be like, I have mystery peppers, so I'm not doing that. I'm gonna just keep each pepper individual here. Also, I think these trays will be good for doing cuttings. I'm going to do some more cuttings this spring to see if I have better luck with the domes on than I was having without the domes. And I have some favorite geraniums I want to cut from. Some coleus I want to cut from. And coleus usually are easy to cut. You just put them in soil, keep them moist, they root. But I am just having a devil of a time this year. And it could be because I'm using starter mix instead of regular soil, but I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, that is the end of those. We'll put a red tag in on this one, and these are ready to go under the heat mat. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments, do you do seed starting? Or sorry about that, I hit the camera. Let me know if you do seed starting yourself, what your tips and tricks are, and I'll see you next time. Happy gardening, everyone.